Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas. Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, well.
Oh, hey, hold on, Rick. Look what I get to do, Kay. There you go. And you're lucky, Rick, because that was not on video. We're not even on video yet. I wanted to save your face. Save face.
Save face
I don't
for
know.
my face.
Have you ever heard that before? Save
Yes.
face? What does that mean?
It means assuage your pride.
There it is, coming at you live. Hey, do y'all notice, does the color look a little better, by the way?
I was going to say, how did we color match today?
Oh, yeah, we did. Can y'all scoot down just a little bit? Just scoot on down. Come on downtown. Thanks a lot, Rick. Welcome in as we get rolling here. We are inching ever closer to that 365 mark, Kay. Do you know the ongoing joke about this?
You can't count.
Yeah, well, we're
Wow.
at 357.
It's a little rude.
365 means that we're going to get to how many days are in a year typically?
365.
On a leap year, is it 364?
366.
It's one extra. So on a non-leap year, well, we'll just get to 366 then to cover our bases. The show's going to go on autopilot for a year. We're all taking off. I'm saving up some money. All of you guys, you're invited.
Oh, great.
You and Rick are invited.
Where are we going?
We're going on a year-long cruise. And the
I keep showing them to her, and she keeps shooting them down.
show's going to be on autopilot for a whole year, 365 days. We're just going to hang out, go on a cruise. I'll figure out a way to put you guys on autopilot. We'll get some, maybe we'll go to Advantage Specialties, and I will get Melissa to do some cardboard cutouts and just put you there, and we'll be good to go. Rick, we'll do that for you as well.
I could do that now, and nobody knows.
They're just sitting there. They walk into the candy cave. And, hey, Rick, how you doing? And you're not really, you're just, it's the cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you're busy, but, and
Yeah, just help themselves.
Rick, the machines have been on for 2 months.
No, they shut off after 24 hours.
All right. Well, welcome in, folks. Good to be with you this morning as we roll on here. Episode number 357. Our friends from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools here with us this morning. Kaye and Rick Boehning. Always a pleasure to have you with us as we get started today. We just want to give a big shout out to our friend Elliot Herzig of Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Go visit my good friend Elliot Herzig. And, of course, here on this wonderful Wednesday, we would not be able to be here without Rick and Kaye at Tomorrow's Promise. A lot of great things happening recently. I know last week we talked about the events that you had, the Unleash Your Imagination, Jump Into Your Imagination, and Rev Up Your Imagination. All of that went extremely well. And but there's still opportunities. We'll talk a little bit in a moment. I know Josie's been working on some things as well, but partnered up with Domino's Pizza on a couple of things. So we'll mention that in a little bit and continue to dive in. Do us a favor as you get started with us this morning. Please send us a message. Let us know that you're out there, and also like and share this broadcast. We always love to hear from you, and especially from folks like Autumn Wheaton, who joins us every day now and chimes in. And she's already saying, good morning, happy campers. Which brings me to a thought that I would not have thought of on this show. When is the last time, Kaye, you went camping? Or another question, are you a camper?
We are not campers.
I'm a camper.
You're a camper.
I'm a camper.
You kind of have that camper look to you, Rick.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when we had the RV and went to Canton,
We didn't camp in the RV, dear. We RV'd.
I
I camp out in the living room a lot.
Wait a minute. It's not considered camping if you are in the RV?
No,
Why not?
because you got a bathroom and
Well, why do they call it Camper World and Camper Clinic and all that?
I don't know.
no,
We had
I went camping before we got married,
I did too.
and
Have y'all ever together went camping in a tent?
No,
no.
Oh, would y'all ever do that just as kind of an experience?
I'm sure we would.
The
She reaches over, grabs
the
your
last
hand.
time I went camping in a tent, I slept on the ground in a sleeping bag. Did not have the, little air mattress or anything like that. And my back did not like me afterwards. And so it's kind of like I swore off of the tent experience and the on the ground.
I do like camping at a 4-star hotel.
Have you ever stayed at a 5-star hotel?
Yeah,
Aren't those like considered Michelin rated or something?
Michelin.
You never heard of that? The Michelin rating? The same people that make the tires. You've never heard of a Michelin rating? There's something that you can learn every day on this show, Rick.
Every day.
So Michelin ratings, there's some, and I don't know if it's the same people who make the tire, to be honest. It would kind of be weird that you make tires and you also rate hotels. But Michelin guides, a series of guidebooks that have been published by the French tire company Michelin since 1900. The guide awards up to 3 stars, Michelin stars for excellence, to a select few restaurants in certain geographic areas, not hotels. And apparently, these restaurants that are 3-star Michelin rated are some of the highest in the world. And for some reason, I was thinking of hotel. But yeah, 124 years they've been doing this now. And there you go, the Michelin rated.
I had never heard of
restaurants.
that. I do have Michelin tires. Get that count?
Well, yeah, possibly. I went to the dealer, and I get a really good deal on the oil change. They do a really good deal on that. I pay like $60, full synthetic, not bad. for
That
an
is
oil change.
great because I
$60,
pay
$70.
about $100.
$60, $70. But here's the deal. I need new tires. They give me a quote, and I said, I just want kind of the lower end. I don't need like the high end, whatever. Just give me kind of the best, most affordable ones you have. $1,200 quote. I call my brother. All I hear in the background is psh, like he's getting angry. I was like, is that my tire? Did it just lose the rest of its air? And he tells me, that's a ripoff. He said, go to Walmart. I said, man, I'm not going to Walmart to get tires. I just told him. And I'm not hating Walmart. I just don't attribute quality with tires at Walmart. I'm just going to say it, not in a bad way. I just wouldn't think that they would be of good quality. He said, just go because they're going to have a good deal. I went over there. Not only were they very nice folks, very helpful, I told a guy exactly what I said, look, man, I don't need some high end. I just want a tire that'll last like 50,000 miles, something that is good, will protect my family. Then he's like, and he was honest with me. He goes, well, a lot of tires, most of them are at the end of the day are just the same. It's different tread patterns, different way that they're designed for weather. It's like the government's not going to allow you to put some terrible tire on the road that's going to blow up and injure your family now. Firestone had that issue years ago. So I found he put in some tires, $130 a tire, for my F-150, and they've been great.
Yeah.
Called Dextero. Never heard of them. You ever heard of that?
I've never heard of that particular brand, but I know that Walmart can negotiate with the major tire companies and get the kind they want.
So I think Dextero is like the Hill Country Fair of Goodyear.
Could be.
Worked pretty good. I mean, they've lasted, 5 miles. Now some of the tread's starting to peel off a little bit.
5 miles.
Yeah, but it comes with a super glue kit to put the tread back on.
How great is that?
No. But that's just a little. I've never really had any issues with that. I did want to say something. I went to this place yesterday, and I'm trying to eat better, and I failed miserably yesterday. Autumn Wheaton has just said her Michelin tires drive her to Burger King. So she's getting the 3-star rating right there. So anyways.
You okay?
Yeah, that's our discussion today is about tires. What tires do you have on your vehicle?
I have all kinds.
Camping
I
and
have
tires.
Like 14 different vehicles. So most of them have Michelins.
How often are you changing tires?
It depends on how often I drive the car.
And how long does a tire last if
A
you don't
tire,
drive it a lot?
If you don't drive it a lot, it should be replaced after 8 or 10 years.
Oh, so you've got a little bit of time then. Okay.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
get dry rot, and they're not good after that.
I've had dry rot for about 20 years. I haven't been too good for a while.
Are you properly inflated?
Yeah, no, I'm deflated. Okay.
And have you been rotated lately?
Definitely haven't been that. Haven't been balanced. This is the discussion. You can apply all the techniques to tires to our personal lives.
That's right.
Have you been rotated, balanced, aligned? No, none of that.
Nope.
Deflated.
60 some odd years. Hasn't happened yet.
I've been patched a few times.
I've got some scars that didn't get patched right.
Got a few curb checks, Rick.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough tire talk. It's been fun with the tire talk. That'll do it. Thank y'all for joining us tomorrow. Tire talk right back here at 7:30. No, just joking. Well, Kaye, what's been going on the past week? I know you guys are kind of winding down a little bit after all the event, but let us know kind of what happens after these big events. I know there's a lot of planning that you're getting ready for future things, but what's been going on this last week?
Well, we kind of had a debriefing as to what went well, what didn't go well, what we want to change for next year. Of course, we've got to put away all of the decorations and everything and try to organize things so we can find it for next year. Still getting together all the bills and, because you write a lot of checks or go to the Walmart
I
or
made
different stores.
50 trips to Walmart that day.
Yeah, so the credit card, to actually know exactly how much you made, you have to wait a little bit till all the expenses come in, all the revenue comes in and things.
Is Jamie Southier watching today?
Possibly. Let's scroll up and see. I don't see him yet. He may be. I don't see him yet.
Well,
Anyways.
Jamie, your item went for $100, and I asked and asked and asked, and you finally broke down and asked Kaye, and she was able to get the answer. It irritated me no end. I couldn't get anybody to tell me what it went for.
Well, it was packed up.
I don't care.
What item was it?
He was going to be Santa Claus, go to somebody's house.
Oh, cool.
He makes a wonderful Santa Claus.
Boy, that's not bad at all.
You can go out and see him at Lone Star Lights.
So just kind of winding down through all of this still, going through it.
Yes, and then we've, of course, immediately shifted because we've got, of course, the ongoing school things, and so we're still working on the enrollments for the pre-K partnership and trying to get all the data in so that the parents can come for free. The children can come for free.
The parents can always come for free.
Yeah.
And then Texas Rising Star Standards and stuff like that. Of course, September 2nd is my anniversary date for opening the school. So that means I roll over on all my hours. And, of course, licensing, as soon as you roll over on your hours, they want you to have all your hours, your training hours in. And so I've spent the last couple of days working on some of the required training hours that, if they happen to show up, that I will have my transportation training and my water safety training. And there's like 36 hours worth of training that
You have to do every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ongoing. I mean, just like, Bridget's a nurse. She's got to do ongoing. My mom, even though my mom retired, many years ago, this was the first year that she decided she wasn't going to renew her nursing license. She had been renewing her continued education, renewing her nursing license every year for 20 years after she retired, just because she wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
It's something she's proud of, just like, what you've worked to achieve and a lot of great things. And, I want to let folks know there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. It's not just, get a building, open the door and say, come on in, children. There's a lot you got to go through.
Oh, there's the licensing handbook for the rules and regulations for that. It's about 3 inches thick. Then you've got when you do Texas Rising Star, then that's another 2 inches worth of material to do and read through and comply with. Then you have the health department that you have to comply with. The fire department, the city has things that you have to comply with. And then there's the federal food program, and that's a 4-inch book, 4-inch thick book with the rules and regulations.
Because there has to be like healthy eating options,
Yeah.
right? Now, has that always been around, or is that something maybe in the last couple of decades? Because I remember, growing up in public school, man, we had Taco Bell, we had Pizza Hut, and then all of a sudden, kids nowadays are telling me, and some of them are kids because their parents are goats. They're I always have to throw that disclaimer in there, but they're telling me now, like, man, we don't have any of that in the school anymore because they made a change. When did all that change happen?
Michelle Obama implemented a lot of different things for healthy eating. But, like, for example, I used to, when I grew up, we had the choice between chocolate milk and regular milk.
Yeah.
Well, I would have never drank milk if I could have had the chocolate milk. But now the sugar content in chocolate milk is going to cause children to be obese. And so they've eliminated chocolate milk, and you can't serve it anymore, which is actually stupid, because if they would just eliminate sodas and some of the other things that have high fructose corn syrup in them is what's causing our children to be obese. So when you look at something and the first ingredient's high fructose corn syrup,
This is a product of high fructose.
Yeah, it does.
Rick and I are high fructose.
It does something to the body that makes the obesity rate explode.
Yeah.
And back in the 50s, there was people got together and lobbied Congress and stuff like that to protect the sugar industry and put price controls in and stuff like that to not import sugar. And so then the government and manufacturers turned to high fructose corn syrup. And so our obesity rate has been exploding since the 50s because of the high fructose corn syrup.
Man, it's crazy to think how, and I'm taking this class right now at ORU online. It's called Peak Performance, and it's trying to put into my mind to make healthier decisions. And it's not easy. It really isn't. There's so much in food that we get addicted to. Mm-hmm. For me, like, I shouldn't be eating burgers and fries. Well, there's this almost, I don't know how to describe it, but almost this unstoppable desire to eat that stuff out of nowhere. Like the other day, I don't know what happened, Rick and Kaye. I never do this anymore, but I did it the other day. All of a sudden, I said, man, Taco Bell sounds kind of good today. And I hadn't had it in over a month. Well, actually 2 months. And I stopped. And guess what? A couple hours later, I felt horrible. There's something in all that food. It's like a friend of mine says, you can eat a little bit and feel, and as long as you're taking care of yourself, you can cheat. Mm-hmm. Problem is, I don't take care of myself. So cheating and not taking care of yourself results in high fructose corn syrup.
Well, I don't usually eat any of that stuff, and I still look like this.
But yeah, it's amazing to think how that's changed.
You used to drink Coke.
I'm still trying to get rid of the Cokes. I haven't had a Coke in 2 years.
Any soda at all now?
Well, rum and Coke occasionally.
little R&C.
Yeah.
But like when I was a teenager, I drank about a 6-pack a day of Coke.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bud Light.
And
she was a teenager.
my
course,
senior
back then
year,
you could drink at 18. So.
Yeah, not when I was 18. But I figured up how much. I worked at a grocery store, and I was going to college the next year when I was, so I was a senior. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is costing me $1.29. Would cost me $1.29 a day
for a 6-pack of Coke.
Yeah.
Not diet, just straight up.
Straight Coke.
Wow.
Well, it's been a while.
This is back 1982. And so I figured out that I wasn't going to be able to afford my Coca-Cola habit.
Coke addiction.
So I quit drinking Coke. and started drinking milk and water and stuff like that. And then when I got to college, I saw that there was Coke was part of the meal plan. So I was a little bit disappointed, but I continued to not drink it. But then after a while, after you don't drink it for about 6 months, you take a drink of it and it's nasty.
Super sweet.
Yeah. It's nasty.
See, that's kind of weird because I know they say diet's really, really bad for you, but if I drink sodas, it's usually diet or like a Coke Zero. And if I have a regular Coke, it's just overpowering now.
Yeah.
I just don't like drinking regular sodas.
It has to be watered down with rum.
Yeah, that's what Rick has.
But the chemicals that are used to make Coke Zero and
the
things like that,
aspartame, all that nasty stuff.
that stuff causes Alzheimer's.
That's probably why wait, what did you just say?
So
that combined, look, here's our little tidbit of politicalness. That, along with the COVID vaccine, has created memory loss for me. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy to think about how much things have changed. And Kaye, you've been in this industry for such a long time, and I know you've seen a lot of these changes over the years. And and then you got the state too. You mentioned all these other organizations from the city to dealing with, and not in a bad way, but you have to go through different processes, city, fire, all these things that you've talked about. Security is a big thing, obviously, nowadays as well.
Yeah, CPR, first aid.
I am trained to do that, to actually give that class.
The CPR class?
Mm-hmm. And AED.
That's the defibrillator, right? The AED.
Automatic electronic defibrillator.
But to be a child care director, there are so many rules and regulations and things that you have to keep track of and know that it's
constant.
It's a lot.
Well, that is our friends at Tomorrow's Promise. And friends, they've got openings, a few, not many, but a few openings. And so if you're looking for a great place, Montessori education, Kaye's made me a believer in it. I'm a huge believer. Braylon Caden's done well, and Braylon has just excelled so good. And now, through this, and I attribute it, we say our prayers every night now, and we've been doing that forever. We read. She will not go to sleep, Kaye, unless I read to her. That is because the other day I was really tired, and I was like, I'm going to skip reading tonight. I just kind of walked. I said, I'm Daddy, I'm the boss. I'm going to skip reading tonight. Not a good thing to be boastful about, right? Well, I go in there, and I said, okay, darling, let's say our prayer and go to bed. She goes, no. I said, what do you mean, no? We're going to read. And so we still continue to read. And then yesterday, it was the sweetest thing. She started praying on her own. And she goes, I'm going to pray for Kaden, Daddy. I was like, okay. And she goes, Lord Jesus, that's how she starts the prayer. Lord Jesus, keep Kaden healthy, and Mama healthy, and my garden. In Jesus' name, amen.
And Daddy's
just like, forget Daddy. I ain't worried about that. So, well, hey, friends, we're going to continue on. Just hanging out with Rick and Kaye this morning. Let us know that you're out there. A lot of folks already chiming in today, and we would love to hear from each and every one of you. We have something new to give away. We've been giving away a little cash this week, but it is one of my most favorite prizes to give away on this show. Rick, it's out of the camera view on purpose. What do you got for us?
Ta-da!
Zittles.
Well, on the other side it says Skittles. So.
Skittles. Oh, okay. So we got.
I have no idea why it's got two labels on it. I didn't do that.
That's all right. Oh man, these are so good. I still have a little bit left at home, by the way.
So is that a hint?
Yes, it is. It is a hint. These are wonderful. If you've never had these before, we've given away quite a few of these over the past year and a half.
Go say the first ingredient's probably high fructose corn syrup.
Probably.
That goes in perfectly what we've been talking about. So, we want you to win this today. This is valued like $30, $35, somewhere around that ballpark. We want you to win this today so you can give us a scientific study on the effects of high fructose corn syrup and why it's good to eat these. 1, limits stress. 2, satisfies a desire. 3, what would you say 3 is? Very colorful.
Yeah.
Imagination.
It's very pleasing to look at.
Very pleasing to look at. Very creative. It really gets the creative juices going.
The freeze-dried candy melts in your mouth.
Freeze-dried candy melts in your mouth. See all these things? But here's the deal. It's okay to have these as long as you take care of yourself.
That's right. We freeze-dried all the calories out.
Absolutely. There's no taste at all, actually. Zero taste. And the colors that you see on here, they are natural colors. Yellow came from sunflowers. I watched Rick press these.
Yeah.
Green came from the grass, not the Colorado grass. What is this? It says purple? What is that,
I think
brown?
one's purple.
I don't know what that color. I can't even.
It's brownish
I guess
purple.
the COVID vaccine messed up my colors too.
There's red.
There's red, yeah.
Apples.
Now red, that's a questionable one.
It was apples.
It came from apples. Just, by the way, that's
Hey,
all
you should
false.
watch Rick paint each one of them.
Yeah, you do a really good job, Rick. By the way, all that information is false. So whenever the media goes and chops us up to create their own narrative, here's the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say.
Yeah. They're Skittles that are freeze-dried.
We're giving them away today, friends, and all you got to do, these are, in all honesty, these are so good, courtesy of our good friend Rick Boehning and 0 Degree Creations. All you have to do, now this is kind of weird, though.
Well, the president of the company is Kaye.
The president, El Presidente, did she make the executive decision
did.
to give these away this morning?
I said, I'm going to go get some. She said, okay.
She's the executive branch. Are you the, which branch are you?
I'm certainly not legislative.
Judicial?
No. More like menial. Menial branch.
I wonder what you would call I wonder what you'd call it. Like advisor to the branch, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
could be. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
She doesn't usually take my advice.
All right. Well, the executive branch has given. All you got to do, Rick, text in what keyword?
It says cookies.
Cookies today. Cookies.
COOKIES.
Another healthy treat. Cookies. And all you got to do is text that in to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number, 936-339-0139. Do you know the reason that we've picked cookies this week?
No, I
Yes,
wondered.
I do.
You do.
What? What is the reason?
What, Kaye, do you want to explain?
Because he got a Otis
Spunkmeyer?
I just wanted to say Spunkmeyer.
cookie machine.
Wait, what is it? Otis what?
Spunkmeyer cookie machine, and gave it to Walker County Federal Credit Union, and they're going to have cookies on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Cookies Friday.
I'll have to go Friday.
You did watch, Kaye.
Yeah.
Awesome. There you go. Cookies the keyword. I like that. It kind
I
of.
wonder why
and-
0 Degree doesn't have no cookie machine.
Oh, you can freeze dry it. Have you ever freeze dried a cookie?
I haven't tried, but we could.
Freeze dry some Oreos, please.
We'll try it.
Yeah, that would be great. I'll buy the Oreos. How about that?
Yeah, because you may have to eat them. I won't.
We did freeze dry bananas.
Yeah,
the other
bananas
day.
and grapes and something else.
That's healthy.
Yeah,
It probably
So
tastes good.
I think we will have those ready for the fair on the square.
we should. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will have some healthy options available for the fair on the square.
All right. Well, that is the keyword cookies. Text that in on 0 Degree Creations phone and text line 936-339-0139 for your chance to win some
Now,
Zittles.
if you had been on top of it, you could have had freeze dried cookies to give away with the cookies this week on the.
I wasn't even. I haven't
Wasn't
watched the
aware.
show.
Wasn't aware. Sorry,
I've
Rick.
been busy.
Sorry, Rick. I'd let you
So
down.
the next time you do something like cookies, you need to give him advance warning so he can make something to give away that's related to the.
They might
to
take a
the-
day or two to make.
I
That-
said he needs at least a week's warning so he can make something
Yeah.
related to the.
2
keyword.
weeks from now to be rabbit's feet is the keyword.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
be gone for a week. So
Our show every single Wednesday brought to you by our good friends at Tomorrow's Promise. Over 25 years of Montessori excellence. Friends, if you're looking for a place to take your child where they can learn and excel, I'm saying this just with our experience, no better place in this community for your children to learn and excel. It's Tomorrow's Promise. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue celebrating all the good happening here in our community. This is your show on a wonderful Wednesday. It is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
What box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliot.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliot's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliot really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now? Please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliot's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say, this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
All right, welcome back at it, friends. Time now, 8:06. You know what rhymes with 8:06? Pick up sticks. Is that a kid's song?
806, pick up six.
What was that one song, though? Like,
1, 2, buckle your shoe.
yes. Do you know the whole song, Kay? 1, 2, buckle your... I forgot about that.
That's not a song, or at least I didn't think
Or
it
a
was
poem or something, or what do you call that? A nursery rhyme or something?
Nursery rhyme.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
5, 6, pick up sticks.
7, 8,
Shut the gate.
Oh, I thought it was lose some weight. 9,
10, can do it again.
Oh, I thought it was 9, 10, go eat a hen. 11, 12, put it on the shelf. 13, 14, better water your lawn so it's green. 15, 16, quit eating that food, it'll bust your spleen. There, see, isn't that how it goes?
No.
That's horrible. Hey, welcome back in, friends. Wonderful to have you on with us as we continue celebrating all things good here in our community. Hey, by the way, did you know that our show every Wednesday is brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise? 25 years of educational excellence here in our community. Please visit them online at tomorrowspromise.info. It's tomorrowspromise.info. 3 locations to serve you here in Huntsville. Rick, I was trying to convince Kaye of a 4th location there, that building across the street that's for sale.
No.
Rick was like, absolutely not. What do they want? It's an old church building, right? Was that the old YMCA or what
Yeah,
was
the one across the street. It was the old YMCA.
But before that, I think it was. It looks like
Bluebonnet.
It was a Bluebonnet daycare.
Bluebonnet Children's Academy, I think.
the daycare. We'll call it what it is.
Bluebonnet Academy. It was
Yeah, we went
Bluebonnet
and-
for 20-some years.
Daycare is what it was. It was not children's
Well,
education.
we actually ran it for a while.
Oh, wait, y'all did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then it was, yeah.
After it was Bluebonnet.
Kaye, real quick, one thing it got me to think about. We were talking before the show. You were on a podcast here a while back. Can you tell? It was a leadership podcast. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that connection was made? I enjoyed it. I didn't listen to the whole thing. It was almost an hour, but I did listen to a few minutes of it, and very informative. And one of the first things, he made a mistake. He goes, "This is Kaye Boehning," and I was like, I was about to call the guy. I was going to pause the video and be like, "Dude, you better get it right when you talk to Kaye." Because he goes, "Oh, it's Kaye Boehning. She runs a daycare." And Kaye was like, "Let me educate you." So
I'm surprised there wasn't even fisticuffs.
yeah. Well, the screen I saw a fist and then like a crack in the glass of the thing. But anyways, Kaye, tell us about that. What was this and how did it come about?
I was just going through emails, and I had an email from Anthony, and was kind of like, I get so many different emails.
And who is Anthony, by the way? Tell us, like, who is this and, you know.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with this.
Okay.
It's like, want to be on my podcast kind of thing, and I'm like, it's free and stuff like that. It really just sounded kind of like a spam thing.
Yeah.
And so I went and looked up Inspired Stories and saw that it was actually a podcast. And so then I reached back out to him and said, yeah, I'm interested in talking to you, kind of thing. And so one of the things I did share with him was that it came across to me as a scam, and wasn't sure I wanted to do it. And so anyway, we sat down and did the podcast, and I guess he's nationwide. And
I've taught her how to change the background on her screen, but she didn't do it. Where it's got Tomorrow's Promise logo up in the corner.
Yeah, but that's not authentic, Rick. That's fake, Kaye's authentic.
Well, it does it at home, but the one at work is not working.
Work.
The one at work is not working anymore.
Like, here's the IT Rick over here. Well, listen to me. This is what you got to do.
Well, if he really wanted, he could go in and fix it for me, but...
You didn't tell me it wasn't working. And I'm sure it's an ID10T error.
ID...
10T, write it down.
Identity?
idiot.
Oh. But it's pretty neat. So this guy, Nationwide, just put the link there if anybody would like to go watch that. I came across it. We shared it with you. Pretty cool, though, to be on that. And I like, Kaye, I'll be honest, I like the background. I really do. I like the background.
That is her office.
Because here, can I just talk about this real quick? You know, people say, I won't say who, but there was where I used to work at, we had a change, and I'll never forget. This person came in and told me that, well, you need to clean up your office. This is disorganized. I didn't say anything out of respect. You know, I'm not gonna be disrespectful and go against what someone. There's the background, by the way, Kaye. I put that on there to show folks. I'm not gonna go against what anybody. You know, I'm gonna be respectful, right? We're called to be respectful and to whatever. But in my mind, I remembered what I heard in marketing class in high school, and I still talk to my marketing teacher, Diane Weddig. If you go interview Fortune 500 CEOs, now we're not Fortune 500 CEOs, but you always aspire to be.
We are Fortune 10 million.
Yeah, Fortune 7 billion, somewhere in there. The majority of those CEOs' desks have things on it, and it looks like your background looked. And it's because you got a lot, and yeah, it's good to be organized, but I am disorganized, organized, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I know where my things are. I do go through and I move things around, but I would much rather have little short piles of stuff on my desk that I can go through rather than putting it up in a bookcase or putting it in a drawer where I've got to flip through it. I like to have things right in front of me. And I go back to what I learned in high school, and I've researched this, and I want to, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should write a paper now, Rick. I'm writing papers right now. Maybe I should write a paper on this. But there is something about Fortune 500 CEOs and their desk that are cluttered, that have things on their desk. And I'll never forget that. And after my marketing class, I'd walk into a business, man, that guy's desk is super organized. He's got a lot of free time on his hands. And that's what my teacher told me. She goes, there's a lot of people that just have a lot of free time on their hands. And if you walk into an office, and obviously you don't want stuff all over the floor, but she said if you look at someone's desk and it's just so perfectly neat, everything is meticulously placed and so perfect. She goes, more than likely they probably have more than enough time on their hands. I was like, makes sense. So that is the inspiration today. It's okay to have a little bit of clutter because it means you got stuff going on.
Oh, during lasso and stuff, I mean, my desk would be covered with papers and different different stacks here and there. And then on Saturday, I would just gather it all up and put it in one pile. And
then the next
I'm
week
I'm going to touch one piece of paper and get rid of it, and stuff, and try to make sense of all the stuff that had gathered and try to take care of it and get at least a semblance of some organization back.
Now, during lasso, were you in the middle and all of a sudden this rope comes in and it like tries to pull the paper away? Was it Rick offside there?
No, nobody took any papers away. It's papers on my desk.
I took papers away.
All right. Well, that is some news you can use. Very important news this morning. So I would encourage you, if you are a business owner and your desk is completely clean, I want you to go right now, get about 20 Post-it notes, scribble something on them, stick them on your desk, get some old newspapers, get some documents, just throw stuff on your desk this morning and make it look like you got a lot going on today. That'll be perfect, right? Is that good wisdom, Kaye?
Everybody has their own sense of organization and the way they do things. And so some people at the end of the day will take and put all the stacks of papers in a drawer so that it is clean and presentable the next morning, and then they'll pull it out the next. So on what they're working on. Because, I mean, there's a theory behind if you walk into chaos, then you feel the chaos. But if you have it neat and clean, then there's also that theory.
That's why I don't let people into my office.
Bring your chaos with you.
Yeah. Well, Kaye, that may lead in a little bit. What is some of your Wednesday wisdom today? If you want to piggyback on that or whatever you got on your mind. We always have Wednesday wisdom with Kaye Boehning.
Well, there are transition times, and people don't think about it for adults. But, you think about it a lot more with children. And so, all of a sudden you just, grab Braylon and say, let's go. It's time to leave the house and go to school. She doesn't know that process. You've been your alarm clock went off and you went through your routine in the morning and stuff like that. Well, children have the same need for a routine, and they need to be taught, that, hey, 5 minutes, we're getting ready to leave, we're going to go to school, you have 5 minutes to do this. They don't quite understand the concept of time yet, but giving them those kind of words and starting with that gets them started learning a routine and learning what's going to happen. Because, if I just grabbed you and took you outside right now and took you to Houston or something, you would be all upset and so forth. But we don't take
the technical term is discombobulated.
Yes, we don't take their feelings into account, and we just do things. Just pick them up and grab them and go. And you can do that even with a baby. You can say, okay, I'm getting ready to change your diaper now, and, then I'm going to do this, and then you'll be nice and dry, and then we're going to sit down on the floor and play again. Or, you can start even with an infant, telling them what they're going to do.
How hard is it? And I know I'm just kind of throwing this at you, Kaye. But you are always so good at knowing a lot of these things. That's why I don't mind asking you live without previewing you. Why is it that we can get into these routines that we work so very hard to get into, and then it just takes one time of slipping to mess them up? And I've always questioned that. And I go back to a perfect example. Right now Bridget's looking for work, and things have been pretty tense, pretty stressed because she's trying to find work again. And we had this awesome routine to where every morning we were up at 5:20, 5:30, getting the kids up, and now the kids are sleeping in a little bit later. And it was that one morning that flipped, and now it's so hard to try to get back into that routine. Why is that? It's so weird because we go through 8 months of being in the routine, and then that one little break kind of throws it off. Do you have any insight into that?
My first initial gut reaction is that it's not a routine you enjoyed.
That's 100% right.
So I mean, like if you get in a routine of, I'm going to do the treadmill every day for 30 minutes. Well, I was doing that and I got sick, and I haven't been back to it. So it wasn't something I enjoyed, but I had been doing it for 3 months before that. But the 2 or 3 days I got sick, and it was like I just couldn't breathe. I couldn't do it. And then when I could, it was like, I don't want to. Mm-hmm. And so I would say that, your natural thing is not to get up at that time and not to enjoy getting up at that time. And it's why you've slipped. And it's also like on the weekends. I mean, like we get up every morning early, and it's hard for us to sleep in. And then on the weekends, you don't set the alarm, but then we still wake up. Mm-hmm. Usually it might be 30 minutes later, or something, but it's still relatively early. But we're just used to that routine, and so we don't really get out of it even on the weekend.
How many hours of sleep? They always say 8 hours is ideal. I haven't gotten 8 hours of sleep in a long time. Do you get 8 hours of sleep a night? I know you're up working late.
I try. But about 3 o'clock in the morning, I have to get up and go to the bathroom, and then depends on whether my brain wakes up and says, hey, what about this? What about this? How about this? And so sometimes my brain wakes me up. Sometimes my bladder wakes me up. But there's a lot of times when...
Sometimes Rick wakes you up.
Or the dog.
That's possible, too.
But
if the dog wakes me up and I'm trying to take care of her needs, sometimes I wake her up.
But a lot of times I wake up with my brain just doesn't shut up and starts in.
I'm really thinking some narcotics would help.
Yeah. Some of that go back to that 6-pack, when you're in college, okay, that may work out for you. No, that would keep you up all night. Those sodas would keep you up. One other thing that I thought about, and I wanted to bring this up, and there's a lot of folks chiming in right now, and we appreciate that interaction. We'll get to that here in a moment. But, one other thing that I have not experienced literally since I was probably 20 years old, maybe even going back to 18 years old, I never, ever, ever wake up feeling refreshed. I wake up feeling like I haven't slept. And I've went to a sleep center about it, and they told me I had like narcolepsy, not the cataplectic narcolepsy. That's That's cataplectic narcolepsy. And then I would later read. I like to be my own advocate when it comes to medical things, because I'm kind of a skeptic when I drive into a parking lot, medical parking lot, and I see, like new Lexus, new Range Rover, new Mercedes. I'm like, okay, there's money grab going on here. That's just me. That's one of my judgmental things. I'm just being honest. So I like to be my own advocate, and I started researching this particular sleep center where I grew up, and it turns out he tells everybody they have narcolepsy. So I was like, I don't believe that. I'm not the expert, but I don't know why that is. A little bit, but not much. I've noticed it more as I've gained weight, but no, it's one of those things. And I say this because I wonder how many, I'm really curious as to how many other people, it's one of those things I want to do another like paper, a legitimate scientific survey on how many people actually wake up feeling refreshed. And if you do, what do you do during the day that helps you to make you feel refreshed the next? Because I'll get plenty of rest, Kaye. I feel like there's days where I'll eat great, I'll get exercise, I pass out, I wake up, and I still feel tired. I've never felt refreshed, like recharged and ready to go. Do you have that? Do you wake up like refreshed?
I usually wake up before the alarm goes off and I'm ready to go.
But you feel refreshed, like kind of renewed. See, I don't know what it is, man.
I don't feel like that.
Do you feel kind of just groggy and defeated? Not in a negative way, but you get what I'm saying, Rick?
Yeah. I'm old and tired.
But you're supposed to be using a sleep machine. And the doctor told me I'm supposed to use one, and half the time it wakes me up, I think. But it...
Is that what they sound like?
Hers is very quiet.
Yeah.
Mine, I think it's got some sort of valve. It cuts off, and I can't breathe occasionally, so I quit using it.
Well, it doesn't cut off. She cuts it off.
Crimps that little hose right there.
A couple of years ago,
Gotcha.
they had a big recall, and they had to send my Philips machine back or whatever. It was causing people to die. And my doctor was kind of like, well, have you gotten any new machine? I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you need one. And I'm like, no, I don't. I can sleep. I sleep just fine without it. And he's like, you're going to get Alzheimer's. And so now I'm trying to use the sleep machine again because I don't want to get Alzheimer's, but something about cutting off the air, or not getting enough air or something like that affects your brain later on in life.
I'm curious. There's two things that I want to take away from today. One of them is I want to figure out who actually feels refreshed when they wake up. And I forgot what the other one was. It was something else I said I was going to write a paper about.
About getting Alzheimer's.
No, I don't remember what it was.
High fructose corn syrup?
Maybe, yeah. All right, well, that is. Kaye, is that your Wednesday wisdom today? Good Wednesday wisdom?
Yeah, is make sure that you kind of work on transitions for yourself and for your child. We have our own routine every morning, and you get discombobulated if you don't follow your routine every morning. Like the other day we slept in after Lasso, and his daughter called and said, hey, we're going to go eat breakfast, and we're like, okay, we'll be there in a few minutes. So we immediately got up and he did his coffee. We didn't do anything that we normally do when we get up in the morning. Of course, anything after Lasso wasn't normal that day. But
it was a rough day.
It just, your routine was off because we went and immediately met them for breakfast, and
it wasn't Cafe Texan.
We just got coffee and tea though.
I know.
Because it was.
Couldn't make coffee.
We didn't want to eat breakfast there.
You have to say coffee though with a little sour.
After we said goodbye to our family, then we went and had Cafe Texan.
I've used Josie's last name now as like a verb for prestigious kind of thing. You have to have a little stowers in your coffee. All right, well that is it. Kaye, I should have played this at the beginning, but here we go. This was part of it. Wait, I don't like that one. Kaye. You like it, Kaye? It's your theme song. Hard rock theme song about Wednesday wisdom with Kaye. Except it told it exactly what I put in there. It literally said hard rock theme song about Wednesday wisdom with Kaye. That didn't. Oh, you know why, Kaye? You know why it did that?
Why?
Because I told it the custom lyrics were a hard rock theme song about Wednesday Wisdom with Kaye. Kaye, we'll have a theme song. A theme song.
Theme song. Theme song.
What?
I like the theme song.
We will not have one of those for you. We will have a theme song for you next week, Kaye.
So
She won't be here next week.
we bounced off the topic, but on the podcast at 52 minutes, I talk about the future of childcare and what's going on in the legislation and the industry that people need to be aware of.
All right. Well, that's good stuff. We will. We got the link up there. We'll take one final break. When we come back, what day is it? It is something you may not know. I don't know what day it is, other than it's Wednesday. Other than it's Wednesday. We'll have what day is it. We'll also have today's impossible question. Stay with us. More to come as we continue on. As always, friends, our wonderful Wednesdays brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us as we continue celebrating all things good here in Huntsville. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
All right, during that break, Kaye, I've hopefully repaired something here, and I have no idea what it's going to be like. Here we go. Is that better, Kay?
It's better.
There's a lot of pointless chatter here from me. Yeah, she's not late. That's right. I'm late. See, Kay, it knows this. I like how it says Kai. Oh, Kai. It's got this weird kind of, I don't know why it does that. It says it so awkwardly. Kai. Did you hear that?
I did.
I wonder why it
You
says
need to
that.
send that to Courtney.
We'll send it to her. We'll send Kay's Wednesday. Although I'm going to change it to Wednesday Wednesday. Wednesday Wisdom. Wednesday.
There's a TV screen in the front office she can play it on.
That'll be playing when people walk in.
Yeah.
Kai. I like that voice, by the way. Welcome back in, friends. So we are here on this wonderful Wednesday. Big shout out, as always, to Kaye and Rick Boehning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. I appreciate y'all so much. You know, y'all been with us since almost we launched, and it's been a year and a half of fun celebrating this community, and we appreciate all of you. Do us a favor, for all of you that are watching or listening this morning, let someone make it a point this week of letting one person, just one person, if you want to do more, that'd be great, but one person know about this show in Hello Huntsville.
I was going to say, we were on the very first week.
Pretty close to it, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty close to it. So, but do us a favor. Let us know. Just one person. That's all you got to do. And I love that this community is growing because it's more opportunities to reach and promote the good. I had someone that went through a really terrible, it sounds like they went through a terrible business deal. And they were wanting me to talk about it. And I said, that's just not what our platform does. And I'm sorry. And I told them, I said, I'm so sorry that this happened with you. And she's like, well, I need to get the word out. And I said, well, that's not our platform. You know, we don't do that. We promote just the good in the community. I know, and people reach out to me sometimes and say, hey, we'll talk about this and do this, and that's not what we do here. We want to uplift and encourage and inspire people. There's plenty of outlets that are out there that's their job, and their duty is to report all the news. Our duty is to report the good things happening in the community. Not that we're trying to ignore negative things that are happening, but that's just not what we do. It's like if you go to a website like goodnews or happynews.com, you're not going to find a story about a little kitten getting ran over by a car. It's just not going to be on happynews.com, right? Even though it happens. Poor little cat. Although I don't like cats. So, you know. Rick, are you a cat guy?
I like cats, but I'm very allergic to them.
Great. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Rick. On this ties into it. It actually doesn't. On this day in 1493,
Hey, that was the day after Columbus. I mean, the year after.
Well, it was on this day, year after Columbus. But on this day in 1493, Christopher Columbus set sail from Cadiz, Spain, with a flotilla of, did I say that right?
Flotilla.
Flotilla. I knew you're a wordsmith. I try to add a little twang to a flotilla. It's okay. No credit, don't sweat it. Flotilla of, did I say it right?
No, it's flotilla.
Flotilla.
Yeah.
What are you flotilling about over there? Flotilla of,
like a tortilla.
Kyle's in here. He's going to mess me up, man. Flotilla of 17 ships on his second voyage to the Western Hemisphere. Second voyage? I didn't know he took a second voyage. Did you?
Yeah.
Had no clue.
I think did 4 altogether.
The second time around, it wasn't as exciting because no one wrote a poem about it. I didn't know about it. His mission to hopefully track down what happened to the luggage on his first trip. Never did get that luggage back. This time, though, he made sure that he got a cabin balcony whenever he was coming across. You know, it was a pretty rough ride the first time. It wasn't nearly as good as the first. Columbus blamed the director on that one. Rick, kind of dumb there. Man.
Well, you know, he had 5 times as many ships, nearly 6 times.
Well, here's something here. On this date in 1690, I like these going way back, one of the earliest American newspapers, Public Occurrences, was published its only issue in Boston. Only one issue of this newspaper. Why just one issue? The newspaper boy delivered all 34 copies of the paper on the roofs of the subscribers. That was it, just 34, and that was it. They were done. On this date in 1804, the 12th Amendment was passed regulating judicial power. We talked about a little executive power earlier. Obviously, so important, none of us know what it was about. Can you tell me what it was about?
No.
I have no idea. On this date in 1882, the very first Major League Baseball doubleheader was played between Providence and Worcester. It was Really tough finding that many baseball players with two heads. One writer described it as watching twice as much grass grow. So
okay,
that was kind of a word salad there. That's a phrase that have you heard about that phrase lately? I won't go into it, but it's a new phrase that I like to use as a word salad. Let's do a couple more here. On this date, 1904, a New York City police officer orders Lillian Orr, it was a woman riding in a car on Fifth Avenue, to stop smoking a cigarette. Her male companion that was driving was arrested and later fined $2 for pretty much abusing that officer for that. So they got arrested because he was smoking a cigarette in the car. Can you believe that back then? In 1926, Henry Ford announced the 5-day work week.
Yep.
Did you know this? I had no idea. 5-day work week. Hard to believe it's been that many years and we still haven't figured out a way to cut it to 4, or better yet, 3. Getting there.
Automation was supposed to do that.
It hasn't happened.
No.
Need it to
Just
happen.
made it more work.
Today is National, I told you I knew what day it was, National Open the Magic Day today.
Open the magic.
Open the magic. I don't know how you open the magic. I guess you open a box and something happens.
If I had a napkin, I could show you.
Oh, man, this is a good day today for me. It's National Daughter's Day. Did you know this?
No.
I had no idea. What a terrible day.
I don't have a national daughter.
National Quesadilla Day.
Oh, I should send my daughter a quesadilla.
National Lobster Day. International Research Administrator Day. National Tune-Up Day. National Comic Book Day. Math Storytelling Day. And National One-Hit Wonder Day today. Rick, how do you tie all those together to honor your daughter
I'm sure
today?
I could find a way. I'd have to have a lobster quesadilla.
Well, I'm going to open the magic on National Daughters Day. We'll go out to eat a quesadilla. Then later, we'll have lobster. We'll also go thank an international research administrator at the university. We'll also get a tune-up on her car. We'll read a comic. We'll also talk a little bit about math, and we'll also listen to a one-hit wonder. That's what our day is going to consist of. It's also okay today exactly. I think I said this yesterday, and I was wrong. Today is exactly 3 months from Christmas. Are you looking forward to it?
She hasn't given Christmas a single thought.
That's too far off in the horizon. I'm working on this week and next.
Will Smith, Will Smith's 56th birthday slaps him in the face today, by the way. So his 56th birthday slaps him in the face. Bet he wishes he had that memory eraser.
I bet he does.
Can't believe that. Scottie Pippen. I used to always say Scottie Pippen. You know Scottie Pippen, the basketball player? Yeah. Well, Scottie Pippen turned 59 today. 59 today from the three-point range is where he turns today. Back in the day, he was Michael Jordan's wingman, also, of course, played basketball with him. Scottie Pippen, 59 years old today. And you know what's the other guy that's kind of – Dennis Rodman's kind of the crazy one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The kind of out there one. Didn't he go and hang out with Kim Jong and stuff? Did you ever see about any of this kind of stuff?
I read about it.
Yeah, he was over there hanging out with him. And I was like, what's this guy's deal? He was like a self-proclaimed ambassador of the United States. Oh, man. A couple of last things here. One-hit wonder day. If you haven't done it, it's a perfect time to play the one-hit wonder game. Here's what you do. You put together the hooks from about 50 or so songs that were one-hit wonders that can have them so that you can have them ready to go. You can get just about any song on the internet. This bit carries itself. Write a bunch of questions to ask people who call and go for it. It's a song. So think about this, like a song that you remember on your first kiss, right? Or a first car, or the breakup. A couple of one-hit wonders. Can you name any one-hit wonders?
Yeah.
I'm not a music. Which one?
Purple People Eater.
Purple People. That song was terrible.
It's a one-hit wonder, though.
Earth Angel.
Yeah.
Will You Be Mine? That was one. In the year 2525.
That's actually on my playlist.
Na Na Hey Hey Kiss 'Em Goodbye. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 Days on the Road by Dave Dudley. Tiptoe Through the Tulips
By Tiny Tim. It took me a minute.
Smile a Little Smile for Me by The Flying Machine. Venus, Shocking Blue. 110 Soldier. I cannot talk today. These are tongue twisters, man. 110 Soldier. I don't know that song.
I
You do.
I've got it on here.
The House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
That was a one-hit wonder. Hot Rod Lincoln.
Oh, I love that song.
The night lights went out in Georgia.
Yep. The night the lights went out in Georgia.
I was testing you, see if you got it. What'd I say? The night lights went out in Georgia. Brother Louie.
That one I don't know.
Stories, 1973. Seasons in the Sun.
Yeah, I got that one.
The Sound of Philadelphia.
Never heard of it.
TSOP. The Night Chicago Died.
Yeah.
I Can Help, Billy Swan. Kung Fu Fighting. That was one. Everyone knows that one. Loving You by Minnie Riperton. The Hustle, Van McCoy. Welcome Back. Afternoon Delight. Oh, here's a good one. Play that funky music. Play that funky
music. What, boy?
A Fifth of Beethoven. Disco Duck. Don't Give Up on Us. Gonna Fly Now, the theme song from Rocky. Undercover Angel. You Light Up My Life. Hot Child in the City. Well, it needs to go inside. Knock on Wood, Ring My Bell, Pop Music, Funky Town, Baby Come to Me, Mickey, Come On Eileen. There's a good one.
That one I don't know.
You know Come On. Yes, you do. You don't know Come On Eileen? Do you know that song? You know that song? Come on, Eileen. Dun, 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 dun. If you heard it, you would know it. I guarantee. Yes. Yeah, you would know it. A few more on here. Miami Vice theme song, Shake You Down, Don't Worry, Be Happy. We all know that one.
Yeah.
When I'm With You, Nothing Compares to You, the number 2 you. Oh, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt, it hurts. Isn't that some song like that?
I don't know. I've heard the song, but I don't know what the words are.
One of the favorite songs, we got 2 more here. The best one on these final 2. Rick Boehning's theme song, When He Gets Ready in the Morning. Baby Got Back.
No.
And How Do You Talk to an Angel? So a little bit later song. A couple of things you need to know before we go today. Former NFL star and Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre. Pretty tough one here. No, he is not coming back to football. He's got Parkinson's disease. That is very tough for the Hall of Famer. He has been diagnosed with Parkinson's. Cannot believe that.
Said he had probably thousands of concussions playing football.
New game show looking for the ultimate Friends fan is coming to Max in honor of the 30th anniversary of the NBC sitcom. Never really cared to watch Friends. Did you guys ever watch that?
Oh, yeah, we watch it every once in a while now.
Guess I'm not friendly because I never watched it. Sir Richard Branson and global charity Made by Dyslexia have joined forces to launch a free online university dubbed Dyslexic U that teaches the world how dyslexic people think. I think that's pretty cool. That's political. We won't read that one. A new study indicates our food supply contains breast cancer carcinogens. I think that's been known for a while now, but they're doing all of this. And it was supposed to be a new permanent flavor of Coca-Cola, Rick. Now the company is pulling Coca-Cola Spiced from store shelves because it's just not selling.
Because it's just not good.
Just not good. Did you try it, Kyle? Yes. Yeah, see, people don't like it. I saw Coca-Cola Oreos at H-E-B yesterday.
Yes.
Have you had them? Are they good? Okay, Kyle's over here. He's like, yes, yes, yes. Give me more. Feed me. So there's a couple of news and things you need to know today. Our impossible question. In a burger survey, not a booger survey, a burger survey. I almost read that wrong. Cheese was named the most popular topping, but one topping made both the most loved and most hated list. What is it? Think about burger toppings. What made the most loved and the most hated list?
Mayonnaise.
Onions.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Mayonnaise, a good answer, but not right.
Okay.
Onions.
Onions, another good answer, but not right. We'll do a four or five of these did you knows, and we'll get back to the impossible question. Since 1970, the number of people who take a bath has dropped by 70%.
Really?
Oh, man.
Oh, they all take showers now. Duh.
Yeah, there you go. 4 in 10 high school girls now play organized sports today, compared with 7% that did in the 1970s. I can see that.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything to play in the 70s.
Not a whole lot,
We had,
no.
like basketball, and that was it.
30
Sesame seeds.
33% of married men say that they have borrowed their wife's deodorant. Rick? Never?
No.
I have.
I've never done that.
I've done it. I'm one of the 33. I'm one of the cool 33, by the way. Spilling food or drink on your clothes is the number one thing that will put you in a bad mood in the morning. I will agree to that. I get pretty.
I spill it on her.
And finally, do you say poinsettias or poinsettias?
Poinsettia.
How do you say it, Rick?
Flower.
Well, the flower industry, it's poinsettias, is valued at $216 million and increases each year.
Yeah.
So we need to get into the poinsettia business, or the poinsettia, or however you want to say it. Go back to today's impossible question. It was a burger survey. Cheese was named the most popular topping. One topping made both the most loved and hated list. What is it?
A tomato.
You said mayonnaise. Now you said tomato. You said onions. Pickles is the right answer. That is correct. Pickles is the right answer.
I don't care for pickles. I take pickles off mine.
Have you had Wickles? They're spicy pickles. We had them at the dinner that y'all came to.
I didn't try them.
Should have tried them.
Because I couldn't get in there. There was a lot of people in the way.
Couple of final things we wanted to mention. Mayor Humphrey joining us, and I do have an announcement for Mayor Humphrey, by the way, something in conjunction with this. He said the inaugural Mayor's Ball, 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Vintage downtown. Would love to see all of you there.
We'll be there.
So that will be happening tomorrow. I would love to be there, but with our kids, I just don't. We were not going to be able to get out tomorrow evening, and then I've got a New Waverly coaches show that we do also every Thursday. So, Mayor, I sincerely apologize. I would love to be there. I know you guys have extended an invitation. We will not be able to be there, but I want to encourage everyone else in the community that's able to come to that, be a part of it. Really, really great opportunity to get out and be a part of a great event that's going to raise some awareness and also help raise some funding for some area nonprofits. Going to be an exciting time tomorrow night. Plus, rumor is they have valet parking.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Rumor is there's a parking lot at a certain building that we're in right now that is providing that parking.
Really?
Rumor is. So there will be nice valet parking. So come on out and be a part of it. It's going to be fun tomorrow night. Take me in spirit, please.
Okay.
If you don't mind. And my cardboard cutout.
Well, if you'll hand it to me, I will.
We don't have the phone system hooked up to the. This is actually, it looks the same, but this is actually an identical computer that I had. I've slowly built the studio out to where I'm not having to take things out of here to go do my regular broadcasting now. The only thing that I now have to take are these headsets and one camera. This computer, I have not installed our VoIP software yet, so I cannot physically do phone calls. I realized that the other day, and I've got to get with our vendor to do that. But our winner is of the 0 Degree freeze-dried candy. Do you see it, Kaye?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to make the announcement?
Let's go, Huntsville.
Oh, yeah. You won some Zittles. Oh, yeah. Mayor Humphrey is the winner today. See, Kyle came in the studio. He's hoping he would be the winner because he texted in. Kyle, I'll tell you what, we'll give you a spoonful of them before you head out. So, Mayor Humphrey, congratulations.
So, yeah, Russell, if it's half empty, Kyle got it.
Yeah. And Kyle got angry and he threw it a while ago, and we told him he wasn't the winner, by the way. So, Mayor Humphrey, that is for you, and I know that you would enjoy sharing that with all your friends. So, congratulations, Mayor Humphrey. We got some Skittles for you, freeze-dried Skittles, and we'll get those over to you. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. Fun show today. Kaye, any final remarks? Rick, anything going on that you'd like to mention? 0 Degree candy, what's happening?
We're rocking and rolling.
Rock and roll? You're freezing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not freezing.
We'll be at the farmer's market this weekend, and
we might not be.
I thought Patty was doing it.
Patty, we're discussing it this evening.
Oh, okay. We will be at the fair on the square.
Yeah, the fair on the square for sure.
Although
we won't be there.
I'd made a comment. I said this will be the first year of the fair on the square where I'm here that I'm not volunteering or helping at it, and that is somewhat not true because I'll be helping the church with our booth. We provide the transportation. First Baptist has the buses, and we'll provide transportation. I believe we go from Bowers back and forth is where we take folks. So I will be helping a little bit with that, but I'm not volunteering with the chamber this year because I actually wanted to enjoy the fair on the square this year with family. I've got some family coming into town, so I wanted to be able to walk around, and I don't ever really get a chance to browse the booths because I'm always busy working. So this year, not being rude, I just said I can't volunteer this year because I wanted to enjoy it for 1 year. Not that I didn't. I enjoyed volunteering. It was fun.
But
although
I did. First time in 27 years, she's not going to be there.
Oh, really? Yeah, you guys, aren't y'all gone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to be out of town. Are y'all going to have a booth, though? Is anyone else going to be?
We actually have 2 booths.
Oh, really?
The school has one, and 0 Degree has one.
Perfect. All right.
And we won't be there.
Great.
So if they have any questions, they'll just have to call us.
Well, if there's candy laying on the table, just grab a bag.
No. Don't do that.
Well, that'll wrap it up, friends. Thank you for being a part of it here today. As always, remember, when you see folks like Rick and Kaye, give them a call and support these local businesses. They invest a lot in being in this program, and more importantly, they help us. It's not just this show. A lot of folks don't realize that we run a website too. And if you go to the website, hellohuntsvilletx.com, we're promoting stories almost daily of good things happening in our community, different events, all positive news and positive information that we're putting out there. And we would love for you to make sure that you support these businesses. So please do so. We could not run the website without them either. It's not just being here supporting this show.
Yeah, we've got a new partnership with the Lions Club, too. We're going to be the charity that gets the next bench.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Well, great news there. We'll have to contact them and do a story on that for you guys. So, well, that'll wrap it up. Kyle Kreiner hanging out in the studio with us today. We appreciate Kyle. He's brought Big Deborah with him today, so we'll have to holler at her before. I love his shirt. He has a Little Debbie shirt, but it's Little Debbie had too many Debbies and just turned into Big Deborah. That'll wrap it up here on this wonderful Wednesday. For more information about Tomorrow's Promise, please go to tomorrowspromise.info. For Kaye and Rick Boehning, I'm Rob Hipp reminding you this morning, friends, that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 7:30 with Jason Bay right here on Good Morning Huntsville. Until then, good morning and God bless. See you, Rick and Kaye.
Good morning, Rob.